Welcome to the presentation of the business that was held on May 11th of 2017. My name is Oleg Lipovetsky and I will be translating on behalf of Alexander Kachanovsky, the member of the Board of Directors. In this presentation, Mr. Kachanovsky will go over the future expectations and milestones for the Gem4me project. Alexander Kachanovsky speaking. We're talking about our messenger Gem4me, our application that we're developing together and are preparing to release it on the market. However, I wanted to say a couple of words about the market that will be released the messenger to. Over the last 15 years, the oil barons were substituted by the children of Silicon Valley. This slide and the saying depict the current situation on the market today. Another two important aspects that need to be mentioned, which happened very recently in 2015. Firstly, the amount of smartphone users has surpassed the amount of computer and laptop users since 2013. And secondly, the amount of messenger users, the four biggest messengers on the market, has surpassed the amount of users of the four biggest social networks. There are two tendencies that are dominating the market these modern days. This tendency started in 2011. 6 years ago, when the first messenger was released, it was plain and simple back then. However, over the course of these 6 years, messengers built a mind-blowing career, becoming one of the most popular types of mobile applications. As you can see on the slide, the amount of users of these famous messengers only defends this notion. From 100 million of users of Telegram and Snapchat all the way to 1 billion of WhatsApp users. And, of course, the price tags of these messengers skyrocket as well. The value of mobile applications not only equals but also surpasses by a large amount of those companies competing, as you can see in the example on the slide. And based on our type of business, a messenger, you can see the estimated price tags for fellow messengers on this slide. For instance, Kakao Talk, $2.9 billion of dollars, Telegram, $3.7 billion of dollars, Line, $9.3 billion of dollars, Snapchat, $23.8 billion of dollars. Snapchat's IPO in March of 2017 showed the value of $23.8 billion of dollars, and WhatsApp and WeChat have even higher price tags of more than $80 billion. These are the numbers and the market that we're working with today, and I can show you that one of the has the chance to earn on this market even without being a programmer or a developer, unlike the people that you see on the slide. This is due to the fact that regardless of how smart the team of programmers, the process of developing such a mass-used application such as a messenger and its release to the market costs tens of millions of dollars. It is known that the creators of such applications always seek help from investors, and most of the time, by the time of the sale of the application, 90% of the application does not belong to the original developers anymore, as they only get 10 to 20% while the investors take the rest. What makes our application stand out is the model of the approach that we take, which helps to not depend on major investors due to crowd investing and to involve tens of thousands of smaller investors. For instance, the Evernote application attracted $900 million of dollars, investing the smaller amounts of hundreds to several thousands of dollars. Nonetheless, by allowing a large amount of investors to become shareholders, the same result can be achieved and attract the funds necessary for creating such a major application. Let's discuss the most important notions of our mobile application. Back when we started in 2014, we set our goal for creating an application for mass use. We knew that our application will have to be very different from those currently existing applications. The goal is very simple: to create an application for mass use, to introduce it to different markets, to attract hundreds of millions of users, and to sell the application for similar amounts that we've seen earlier in this presentation. And, of course, to spread out the earnings between those shareholders that participated in the creation process of our application. As you can see on this slide, these are the major stages of our project. May 2014 was when the initiation of the project, first ideas and sketches, and we're planning to finalize this development by December of 2017, after which the crucial stage of its promotion on the market, as in modern days it's not enough to simply make a good product. It is very important to spread news about it to millions of people so that they start using it. It is understood that such process costs a lot of money for marketing and that it takes a certain amount of time. However, we are planning that by the end of this year we will have 100 to 200 million of downloads of our messenger. As you can see on this slide, we are moving very confidently towards our goal. As of May 8th, we have 2,200,000 of those users, 2,200,000 users that we are boldly approaching the 3rd million. I also want to add that over the course of 2016 we achieved what is hardly achievable, what only select few applications are able to make come true. Our user base grew from 1,000 users in January of 2016 to 1 million of users in January of 2017. We increased our size by 1,000 times. Now, our goal for this year is to increase our size by 100 times, and I believe that we will be able to do so. The next aspect that we get asked about very often is what are the advantages of our messenger compared to other messengers available today, and why should one switch over? To answer this question, I wanted to discuss the messenger's functionality in further detail. Back in 2014, when we started creating our messenger, WhatsApp and Viber were already available on the market as well as many others. We understood and we have to surpass all of their functionalities apart from messaging, and that we needed to create something groundbreaking in order to do so. Over the course of 2016 and 2017, we have been creating this unique functionality for our messenger, which is created on the foundation of premium level messenger functionality. This is a well-known function when one has a book of contacts and can see all of his friends and family members there, as well as the ability to create individual and group chats, the ability to transfer pictures and files. We have all of these on top of which we have a very secure communication, and the messages are not stored on a server. They are only stored on the user's devices, and nobody can access these messages by connecting to the server, as it has happened to other messengers before. Our messenger also uses a very low amount of battery energy as we tested it compared to other messengers, and Gem4me uses about 10 times less than its competitors. In addition, we have the ability to provide group chats with an unlimited amount of participants and unlimited public chats. These are basic functions. And we are developing further functions that other messengers don't have based off of this foundation. Today, we are obtaining capabilities that are not used anywhere else yet. One of such functions is fintech solutions. This function turns your device into a financial instrument and allows the user to purchase products, pay for services, transfer monetary funds from one user to another. We have been working with these financial functions since 2016 and have already released the first version of the financial plugin, and we understand that modern users that have the need to be able to manage their finances from their phones today and almost replace their wallets. This type of functionality is obtained only by one messenger, WeChat. However, it only works within the borders of China. The second major task that our developers have been working on since January of 2017, the function that is known as the bot platform. The bot platform works as a personal assistant to the user of the messenger. The benefit of bots being built into the messenger is that they unite various functionalities and interfaces, eliminating the need for the user to call to order a pizza, or to go online to purchase a plane ticket, or open another application to order a taxi, as bots take care of it all in one place. This bot platform will be released on May 15th with a Make Money bot in it. The Make Money bot allows for the user to choose from various applications they are willing to pay for the promotion of their services and to earn money instantly. In addition, just how you can send the download link of Gem4me to all of your relatives and friends and earn 15 cents for each download, the Make Money bot attracts other applications that are willing to pay for their applications being downloaded. It is very expensive to promote and buy users through Google, as they charge from $5 to $100 per client. There are more and more developers of mobile applications these days that are desperately trying to find a cheaper way for obtaining user bases and promoting their applications. This is a very fast and convenient way to earn money right away. We're planning to launch this functionality on May 15th, and we will constantly grow the client base that are willing to pay our users for promoting their applications. In addition, this bot platform will allow us to launch Marketplace function, which is the trading ground for users, companies, and entrepreneurs to meet in one virtual place and trade their goods and services. This will be very simple to use as well, and it will be adjusted to your location, and all the services and products shown will be nearby. All of these functions will attract a large amount of users, and the vendors will join in as well, one after another. All of this will be made so that it is very easy for the user to understand and benefit from. We are planning to release Marketplace functionality in all of the world. The last notion that I wanted to discuss is advertisement platforms built into the Messenger. Marketplace and Make Money Bot functionalities are very appealing for the advertisers that want to spread the word about their services. We understand that mobile advertisement is a major market today, and that when we are having negotiations with potential buyers of the Messenger, they will be interested not only in about the functionality of the Messenger, but also its monetization and how it will earn them money. Advertisements already exist in the Messenger, and on May 15th, the native Android version will drastically improve the quality of calls and the interface of the Messenger, making it even more desirable for advertisers. I wanted to share a couple of thoughts regarding the idea of uniqueness and how it relates to our Messenger. As you can see on the slide, those companies that manage to integrate innovation proficiently become the greatest, not the ones that invent it. Take a look at these important ideas. When Facebook emerged, there were already two very powerful social networks existing, MySpace and Friendster, and one would think that Facebook wouldn't be able to compete with them. Nonetheless, Mark Zuckerberg used the technologies that already existed, such as newsfeed and the aggregation of content, and he did not invent them. He simply used them in the right way. When the famous Russian social network known as Odnoklassniki was launched, there were 8 analogies of the Classmates social network already existing in Russia. Odnoklassniki was the 9th social network that simply used the already existing technologies in a smarter way. When Google launched Chrome browser 20 years after all other browsers on the market such as Opera, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, and so on, Google Chrome was one of those numerous existing browsers, and yet today it is the most known and used browser. While the technologies that Google Chrome uses were invented 50 years before it was unveiled. And all of these facts bring us to a conclusion that most of these companies exist by integrating the already existing technologies into their businesses and develop by doing so. None of these companies were the first ones on the market. They emerged when tens of similar companies were already on the market, and they just kept on pushing their product towards success. And that is exactly what we are doing today. We are doing exactly the same today. We are developing on the market of messengers, and yet this market will never be monopolized by one messenger. We obtained one of the most competent and powerful teams of developers in the world. And lastly, we're not inventing, but integrating the best technologies that I have discussed earlier in this presentation. There is a saying in marketing: every project is called a startup during its initial development, and in our situation, with having more than 2 million of users, we have transitioned to being a strategist, a new level of our development. I wanted to devote a few words to discussing the organizational moments of the project, its management, and the legal side of the business. The project's legal structure is very transparent and easy to understand. We created an investment fund that legally attracts thousands of investors. 51% of it is owned by the Swiss company called E-Investment Holdings, which represents the developers and the organizers of the project, while the other 49% of shares is meant for the investors. This investment fund owns Gem4me Holdings Ltd. in Malta, which owns the rights for the messenger. This company will be selling the messenger as it holds all the intellectual rights of the messenger. Gem4me Holding directs the investment funds strictly to those 4 main directions. The 4 main directions are: its promotion, the referral program, the administration of the project, and the development of the messenger. This simple structure is how our project works, and the direct sale of share packages of the Invest Fund will be available for purchase on the fund's websites very soon. We are working on opening an account in a custodian bank which will monitor all the funds that are spent in the fund. The administration of the project consists of the following: the board of directors of 5 members from Switzerland, Malta, and Russia. We have long-term experience in organizing IT projects and an international group of companies involved in developing Gem4me project from Malta, Switzerland, and England. The main technological advantages of our project are that we're working with world-class developers who built the well-known Viber and Playtika, and they have very strong support from the tech giant Google, who oversees our development and helps us in promoting of the messenger. Our organizational advantages are the completely transparent legal structure, crowd investing, and what nobody else has is the army of fans and the referral system that rewards the promotion of the messenger. A lot of people are attracted by this referral system, and it is our big and strong advantage over other projects today. The amount of funds already invested for the period before the end of 2016 has concluded more than $10 million. This year, we are expecting twice this amount over the course of this year, and most of this amount will go towards the promotion of the project after its technological development is concluded. Our main goals for the following months are the conclusion of technical functionality development, most importantly, marketplace, integration of financial services directly inside the application, the launch of tools for monetization to 3 commercial platforms, geographical expansion primarily in the Middle Eastern countries and Asian countries, as we have upcoming conferences in Japan and Korea this summer. Major client base increase of up to 100 to 200 million of users. Concluding negotiations with potential buyers and preparing for the sale of application. From May 21st to 25th of 2017, we were invited to participate in seed conferences at Google headquarters in Mountain View, California, where we will visit invest funds of Silicon Valley and meet potential future buyers. For those participating in the project, it is very profitable. The referral system allows to earn while we are all striving our one bright goal of selling the application, spreading out the earned funds between those who invested into its promotion. In conclusion, we are constantly striving to maximize the simplicity of our business as our latest system known as Quick Business built as if from Lego blocks. One can achieve the invest level right away or build his or her way up towards the invest level using smaller blocks from smaller packages of shares. Why is it important to upgrade your level all the way to invest, you may ask? The reason being that the higher level a partner obtains, the higher are his or her earnings from the referral system. One receives more shares and more bonuses. As for the amount of shares left, out of 1,960,000 of preferred shares of Gem4me Investments plc, there are 579,758 shares left for the project's investors as of May 2nd, 2017. Share prices will increase monthly, while the amount of shares will stay the same. It is always a better deal to invest into the projects in its early stages, as the closer it gets to the final stages, the more expensive it is to join in. Take a look at the story of Snapchat. When the school invested $15,000 into Snapchat in 2012, nobody knew about it at all. They didn't have 2 million of users like we do today, and in 2017, the 240,000% earning can only be achieved in the IT industry and in the venture financing field. Be sure to take a note of that. I wish you all great financial successes. Thank you very much for your time today.